right? Talking about he seen a Jamaican policewoman when she's a highwayman. What policewoman are you talking about? The fact that he classified her and gave her the authority shows his incompetence. That you can't address with them. Because as soon as you start talking about how incompetent they are, now they want to fight. Now they want to argue. Now they want to try to prove something when there's nothing to prove. Right? The fact is that we are not Moors. Again, claiming that he's a master of symbology. If you're so master, then why are you calling Abyssinia Ethiopia?
Why are you calling it Egyptian religion?
Why are you calling it Egyptian religion? Why are you talking about red, gold, green flags when you're not even over there? The flag has nothing to do with people unless they're over there. Ain't nobody talking about repping some, unless they're from that nation, don't be talking about other people's flags and stuff like that. There's no need to talk about anybody's flags because these people have their own flag. Question is, where's yours, so-called Jamaican? Where's your flag, Trinidadian, Tobagonian? Where's your flag, Bayesian? Where's your flag, Guyanese? Where's your flag, Bahamian, Haitian, whatever, whatever you guys call yourself? How come these people always want to rep somebody else's stuff, but their own stuff that's been here for 50,000 years, that they can go research and see that this flag's been over here for 50,000 years? Ain't no country in Africa had this flag and we're repping this flag for no 50,000 years. This flag was on this side. When we talk about, you know, everybody wants pyramids and running over there. When they got pyramids here that they ain't even seen yet. They never even been there. They can go on an all-inclusive $500 go see some pyramids. They want to go spend 50,000 and go across Atlantic to go see pyramids. And those pyramids aren't even nothing to look at.
And the funny thing is, because I got family in Mexico, and I went to the Sun Pyramid, the Sun and Moon Pyramid, in Mexico. It's massive, way bigger than the one in Egypt. And it's so big, like for instance, like got the pyramids of Gaza, and they have like 3 little pyramids. But the one that I went to in Mexico, just outside of Mexico City, you got the massive Sun Pyramid, and then the moon pyramid is bigger than the Sun Pyramid, and in between those there's like 8 pyramids in between them. Yeah. Massive structure, and it's right there. Ain't nobody there. Nobody's going to see them.
Nobody's going to see those.
And another funny thing is, but at that time I wasn't conscious of it. But when I showed up there, I was the only Moor. You know what I mean? The rest of them were just Europeans, and the way they were dealing with me was crazy. And on top of that, they had these things carved out of black stone, representing the moon goddess and the sun goddess for each temple. And the features, obviously, are like all my features. It was interesting that it was carved out of black stone. So when I went to go, because what happens is you have people outside selling and people inside selling, trying to sell it to the tourist people. When the first person that came up to me, I seen that, I said, that's pretty dope, I'm gonna buy it. And this guy ran out of nowhere, just ran over. He said, no. He said, don't worry. When you're leaving, I'll take care of you. So the guy inside was selling it for like $35. And I was like, he's like, no, don't worry, I'll take care of you when you're leaving. And when I left, he had like his own little platform, gave me a little breakdown, give it to me $5. Yeah. But I didn't recognize it at the time. And then until obviously I got into science, I started thinking back, I was like, yo, he knew what was up.
Yeah, he knew.
Yeah, he knew what was up.
I mean, he couldn't tell you straight up.
Yeah.
Right. And then that goes in line with you know, being that you were the only Asiatic there, or more there, dark skinned individual there. There's stories of people who go on cruises, go on whatever to those things, and they don't even get to talk to the people, the natural people of wherever they go.
Yeah.
Just
right. They only talk with who the tour guide says that they can talk to. Oh, there's 5 guys or whatever like that. those are the guys. Don't talk to anybody else. They're gonna rob you and all this type of stuff. And don't drink the water from over there because you know they got whatever like that. Only deal with these individuals. And that's key to recognizing that the homegrown people are going on energy. The homegrown people aren't going on passport and how you got there and whatever like that. They're going on what type of frequency is this individual vibing on? Well, he must be on a good frequency if guy's gonna tell him, hold on a second, you're talking about 150% profit these guys are gonna make off you.
Yeah.
Right? And made him not get game. Because he could have paid the $16. And the guy saw something in him to make him say, you know what? Who else did he put on? Nobody else he put on. How much other people did you go and say, oh no, don't spend that, whatever like that. You know what I mean? Spend, I'll deal with you. And then you go deal with him and then you're getting better stuff than and cheaper, better quality and cheaper than you would have got from the guy who's playing
and you know what's funny?
The tourists.
They buy it, so like the locals will buy it from this, let's say the said man, and then go inside the area and sell it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what he was breaking down to me. He's like, yo, they buy it from here and then go in there and sell it to people.
Sell it in there so they can pay the high, so they can get the high price.
Yeah.
Right. There was a few questions, but I'm gonna there was a couple articles from Noble Drew Ali from the Moorish Guide newspaper that we just want to put out there so that people can have a little broader perspective of Noble Drew Ali. Oh, we get the dictionary at all. Dictionary guys might need to. We're looking at
I don't think it's all fun and games here, Supreme.
Yeah, I know, right?
No relaxing.
Moorish leader on tour visits subordinate temples. Prophet Noble Drew Ali, founder and leader, and some of these are also from the Chicago Defender newspaper, right? So we have Noble Drew Ali's newspaper, and then you had Chicago Defender newspaper, who was also, you know, reporting on, you know, the Moorish movement, Noble Drew Ali, things that the temple was doing, because the founder of the Chicago Defender newspaper had a direct link with Noble Drew Ali. Prophet Noble Drew Ali, founder and leader of the Moorish Science Temple of America, left Saturday to visit the members of 17 different subordinate Moorish Science temples. Now, okay, which are organized in 15 different states. He is accompanied by Richard Ross Bay, editor of the Moorish Guide, a bi-weekly publication of the organization. Up to date, Detroit, New York, and Philadelphia have been visited. During this tour, special emphasis is being put on the importance of strict observance by the members and officers of the Constitution and bylaws recommended by the Prophet and unanimously adopted during the first annual convention of the Moors at Chicago in 1928. Now, how high are they looking at Noble Drew Ali and the Moorish Science Temple to have articles in their paper talking about the Moorish leader going on tour to all the different temples? Find me an article of any other leader, right? Any other nation that, according to what people say, Moorish Science Temple of America is organization, religious corporation, whatever. Why are they reporting on a head of a corporation, a head of a whatever, touring to different corporations that he's got? Like, what's the significance? How have they acknowledged, any other leader that says that they're the head of something, going to all their different bodies? Are they reporting on that? And then why aren't they reporting on that? And then what's making them report on Noble Ali doing that? And what's their perspective of the Moorish Science Temple of America if they're going to report on it in that vast perspective? That this individual's going on tour to all the different temples, right? The Message of the Prophet, published in the Moorish Guide issue of November 10, has created very favorable comments. It was directed to the nations as well as the Moors of the United States. Two prominent visitors from an Eastern country called at the Prophet's private study, personally, to compliment him on the article. According to information from Ms. Pearl D. Ali, National Secretary Treasurer of the Moors Organization, members are responding encouragingly to the per capita tax system adopted at the convention. It is believed that in conjunction with his other plans, upon his return to Chicago, Prophet Ali, in all probability, will interview Governor Len Small of the state of Illinois. Now, like, why is this guy, right? He's not no reporter or nothing like that. Why is he interviewing a governor? Why is the governor open to do the interview with this individual who's supposed to be, snake oil salesman and gypsy that just came out of whatever like that, went to Egypt, came back, now he's dressing like Egyptians and he's not really a real prophet and all that stuff. But you have this governor going to get interviewed by him. And then keep in mind, interview didn't happen because they assassinated him before the interview went down. That's why there's no documentation of this information. And the only people that have it documented is Moorish Guide newspaper and Chicago Defender newspaper. Check for Conclave.
Conclave?
Yeah. Moorish head makes plans for conclave. Again, something in the paper. Why are they talking about him?
The Roman Catholic, the Pope, they'll have that conclave with the rest of the bishops, right? It's the same, it's obviously on the same.
Beginning October 15th and continuing through the entire week, the Moorish Science Temple of America, of which Mr. Drew Ali is the founder and president, will hold its first general conference at Unity Hall. President Ali began definite plans to this end upon his recent return from Pine Bluff, Arkansas, where he spent several days lecturing at the local Moorish temple. This organization is playing a useful and definite part in advancing the sacred obligations of American citizenship. For all those Moors out there who say that the Moorish Science Temple doesn't deal with civics, but they're reporting that this organization is playing a useful and definite part in advancing the sacred obligations, not just the obligations, the sacred obligations of American citizenship. Indications are that this convention will be one of the most interesting ever held in the city